But yeah, like we had to build that showroom because we thought it's representative of the brands we bring as well. You know, J.J. Valaya, Sima Gujral, like these are. We talk about Gucci, Louis like it's every single day, but truthfully, a lot of these companies use embroidery houses in India.
That is true. That is so true.
100%.
It's literally the name that carries a burden of the value itself.
Straight up. So Jade by Monica Karishma is a brand we carry, and they're the embroidery house for Dior.
Yep.
That's why Dior did their fashion show in Bombay.
Yep.
Yeah, so they walked them out. Yeah, so it's very cool to like see a lenga and I'm like all that thread work, and then see a Dior sweater and see the same Dodi work. And I'm like, oh, that's dope.
It's actually so sick to see.
For me to know that on the inside, right? But it takes 9 years of work for me able to understand that. But yeah, India is like Mike Amiri. Everyone loves Amiri right now. Most of his stuff is embroidered in Bombay.
Oh yeah.
India's
rich with culture and art and the artistic, but it's full of like richness over there. It
is 100%. I think India's fault is in its people.
Yeah.
I think we ourselves put our boundaries up and don't realize we're just all brown.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
I know over there it's like, as you said, it's like the people that are put in power and like and the mindset they have. Like India could be one of like the biggest countries when it comes to like everything, tech,
100%.
fashion, culture.
The amount of talent is ridiculous.
Bro, it is insane. And then you see like what India is. It's like every other day it's like hatred towards like this community.
Hate on
jealousy.
women, and like you know the crimes against women in India. Like honestly, it is one of the reasons I can't stand going all the time. I can't stand, people go to India and like, and I'm like, I was born here, but still we spend a lot of time in India. We spent 2-3 months at a time in India. As soon as summer holidays, boom, get on a flight, go to India, spend the summer in India. But it's just not the same. Just feels, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like home. Yeah, for sure. I just always, when I'm there, I'm just always like, I'm on edge. I'm in an industry where I work around females all the time and make sure that they're, comfortable. You go to India, that is the opposite of what that is, right? Yeah. You could walk down the street with your grandmother and you got to be worried.
No, it is.
I think I hate that about that place.
I know, and you know what the weird part is too? Like in India, it's like women, like for the longest time, because I lived in India for 10 years, so like I can speak this from personal experience. Like I've been, I live in the parent life and everything. It's like women were never encouraged or like to go out and do what they want. Their main purpose, like what was back in the day, was like, okay, you gotta provide for your kids and you take care of the family and that's it. There's no ambition past that.
Yeah.
So like, what do you see nowadays is a lot of the time where like those women that have been suppressed within, nowadays at these later stages, you see them having like a lot of mental distress, whether it's bipolar is one of the main common things within our brown communities that nobody talks about.
Yep.
It's crazy how many, elderly women that go through it, they never knew they had it, but now it comes out in bigger waves. Like my mom personally went through it. I seen it with my mom too, like where it brings you to tears, like seeing my mom like in a state where I didn't know what was happening, and I didn't have that mindset to care to that extent. Where when I was young, I'm like, it's just, my dad told me, so whatever, he's like, she's just going through it, whatever, she'll be good.
Yeah.
And
you'll be fine, don't worry about it.
Like she was fine, like after a couple months, but guess what? The pattern will repeat.
Yep.